Xbox asked us to get the people who didn't like Halo, didn't care about Halo, or didn't know about Halo, to buy Halo 3, the futuristic humans versus aliens sci-fi video game. If we were going to do that, we couldn't follow the formula of the typical loud explosions, quick cuts and pounding music video game advertising that those same people had ignored for Halo and Halo 2. We needed a different approach. We had to make people connect emotionally with the story of Halo 3 and with its perpetually armored, but very human hero, Master Chief Petty Officer John 117, Master Chief. We had to make a human connection. We had to make people believe. Our strategy was to redefine Master Chief himself. We realized he was more than just a video game character. In fact, he was a true hero. That meant we no longer just had to launch a game, we had instead to honor a hero. To do that, we created a fictional museum of humanity that commemorated the battle between mankind and its alien enemy. Its centerpiece was the John 117 Monument, an actual real-world diorama that documented an historic battle in which Master Chief heroically turned the tide of war. Filming this diorama for television and cinema was our first step to make people believe. And hear first-hand stories from the men who were there. For these films, we interviewed surviving veterans of the battle that served with Master Chief. They spoke about their experiences and talked with reverence and awe about what it was like to serve alongside mankind's greatest hero.
How did you manage to keep it together?
We knew Master Chief was still in the fight. He gave us hope.
If there's one reason why we're here, I would say it's because of the Chief.
And to make the story all the more real, we created a 4-minute documentary about the John 117 Monument itself.
To ensure historical accuracy, the boot camp induction scans of every Marine involved in the battle were obtained from the United Nations Space Command records. In this way, the artists were able to place the right face to the right soldier. After each face is completed, it is matched to a body which has been rendered complete with uniform and body armor, then carved by hand. It was the artist's vision for this tribute to humanity that each piece be shaped by the hand of man, without the aid of robotic model-making systems.
Now, people were starting to see Halo as a story with real emotion, and Master Chief as a hero who personified courage, duty, and sacrifice. And they saw it all over the world, in concert halls in Sweden, in a war photography exhibition in British cinemas, on street murals, and even as a statue in a Budapest mall. Finally, they saw the John 117 monument in person, which was later auctioned off with proceeds given to international humanitarian organizations. The blogs and forums lit up with talk about Halo 3, and not just from Halo fans. Each new release of a veteran's testimonial was eagerly anticipated. Online views of the TV ad and the web films were in the tens of millions, and as the idea took hold, people began to find ways of honoring Master Chief the hero in their own ways. Pre-orders of the game soared past 1 million units across Europe, the fastest advanced selling game in history. And in its first day, Halo 3's $170 million globally beat the record set by Hollywood's champ Spider-Man 3 and novel Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, moving Halo 3 past being just the biggest launch in video game history to being the biggest launch in all of entertainment history. Halo 3 had become more than just a game. It had become an international cultural phenomenon. People really did believe.